be Saturday, October 12th. And it's game day. Go Sooners! I'm heading into work. The game just started. As I record this, Oklahoma is winning 7-0. Let's hope they keep at it. Biggest game of the year other than the Ohio State-Michigan game. And I'm working, and I probably have to work the day of the Michigan-Ohio State game too. But I can't wear my sweatshirt while I'm working, but I'm at least wearing it into the store. It is cold here. It's only 48 degrees. I walked around the pond twice with Molly, and I thought, geez, I should have worn, I'm going to need to get a winter coat, because the winter coat that I've had for the last several years is like a size 28. And I swim in it, and there's no way it's keeping me warm. So I was looking at it the other day to see if there's any way I could take it in. The way it's made, I don't know if I can. And I don't know if I'm going to have the time. So, yeah, matter of fact, I think I'm turning my heat on, because it is a little nippy. And it's a beautiful day, but it's just chilly. I mean, I like the crisp, cool fall air. This just kind of took me by surprise. Front moved in last night, and it started blowing like crazy, and it was raining. So all my empty tomato boxes that I had outside my door were blown down the stairs this morning. So I ran them out to the fire pit, and fall is upon us. All the reports I've seen say that we're going to have an early winter. Which, you know, I don't mind winter. I haven't minded it the last few years because I haven't had to go out. This year might be different, but anyway, my birthday celebrations are pretty much over, except for my son's taking me out for dinner tonight, or not tonight, but Monday night. Whoa, I did it again. Obviously, I haven't gotten my new car mount yet. So, I'll try to get this back on here. I'll be right back. Alright, let's try it again. I think I hit the release button on there. Just trying to hold my phone on there. 12:30, I need to clock in at 1, so I'm just going to go straight to Walmart. Instead of going, I'll stop at the post office, maybe on my way home. It depends on the weather and how tired I am after I get off tonight. I work till 10. So I've already tracked everything for the day. I have to tell you, I did not get on the scale today, and it's killing me. Because I've been weighing myself every single day for like 3 years. And I looked at the scale this morning, I thought, I know it's going to be bad. I'm not going to get on there and, you know, depress myself. So I'm going to give it a couple days. I'm staying on track. Maybe Monday I'll weigh myself again. Or maybe tomorrow, who knows. But I did not weigh myself today. But I know I ate out 3 meals in a row, you know, from Thursday and yesterday. So I know it's not going to be good. And I feel it. You know, kind of, you know, weird. 80 pounds ago I didn't care, but now I care. So yeah, I'm going to get there a little bit early. That way I can get a bottle of water to take up to the door with me. And the soup that I made last night, I decided to do this 0 point. Well, in my recipe booklet, and it's a Weight Watchers recipe, it's turkey chili, but I used my canned chicken. It's still 0 points. And it smells good, and it's got a kick to it. So, I mean, I threw a jalapeno pepper in there just to, you know, cook with it. But it's got some red pepper flakes and some cayenne in it, so it's got a kick to it. Which is good. You know, the hot and spicy stuff, if when I eat it, I drink more water. So for my dinner, I brought soup and a sandwich. And I ate lunch before I left, which was a 2-point lunch. And then my breakfast was 5 points. I did actually get my 2 cups of coffee in today. So, but it's cold. I'm thinking I wish I would have brought some tea with me, because I would have had a cup of tea maybe on one of my breaks. But oh well, maybe tomorrow. I don't know how long it's supposed to be this cool. But I did see it was supposed to dip down into the 30s tonight. Not low enough for a frost, but the seasons definitely are changing. The leaves are falling to the ground. They're not turning colors. Well, there's a tree that's starting to turn colors, but they're mostly just falling. It's been dry, and then it rained all day yesterday. So I feel like today I'm back on track. Let me go back to my Weight Watchers stuff. I feel like I'm back on track today, and I think the reason I feel that way is because I had planned yesterday. I had a planned cheat day, if you want to call it that, yesterday. You know, and I think, you know, it's common for us, I think, to do that on our birthdays or some special occasions, because they only come around once a year. So I figure, okay, you know, I ate way too much the last day and a half, but, you know, I have 365 more days till next year. 364 more days. So, no stress. So anyway, yeah, this way, because of the way I track things, or the way I brought things in, I don't think I'm not going to eat anything when I get off. I have a 15-minute break to this. See, I'll go to dinner 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll go to dinner around 5 o'clock, and 5 to 6, and then around 7:30 or 8 o'clock, I'm going to get another 15-minute break so I can have my last snack. So, and my snacks total 3 points. So everything is carefully counted, weighed, and measured. So my soup I brought, it's about a cup and a half of soup that I brought. The soup just has, I threw it, the recipe called for a can of diced tomatoes. I didn't do my tomatoes last night, so I didn't have any. I just threw about 3 chopped tomatoes in there. Same thing. And I had 1 little jar of tomato sauce that I needed to use up, so I threw that in there. And then frozen corn, which I had in the freezer. It's my home frozen corn. It called for some spices like cumin and oregano, some bay leaves, all stuff I had. I didn't have to go out and buy a darn thing. And the original recipe called for 2 pounds of ground lean turkey. And I have a pound of turkey that I made into patties. I could have used turkey. I thought, I'm just going to use a jar of my canned chicken. It's already cooked, so the whole thing will cook faster. I didn't have to brown anything. So I just threw it in there. Case in point, you want to have canned chicken on hand. And if you can it yourself, you know exactly what's in it. Because I opened up that can and I knew there was nothing in there but chicken. No preservatives, no salt, nothing. And boy, does it taste good. And it's just as tender as can be. One of these days I'm going to open up one of those and just make some chicken salad for a sandwich. But anyway, I had everything on hand that I needed to make this soup. I threw it in and I put it in the crock pot on low. And because it's said to cook on low for 7 hours, or high for 4 hours. Well, my crock pot tends to cook hot. So I put it on low, and it was about 11 o'clock last night, and then I got to go to the bathroom about 3:30 this morning. So I went to the kitchen after I went to the bathroom and stirred it up, and it was starting to bubble around the edges. I didn't want it bubbling for a few more hours because I wasn't getting up till 9 o'clock. So I turned it down to warm. And it was just perfect. When I got up this morning, well, it was about 9:30 by the time I went out and checked it. It was just perfect, and it smells so good. So, all 0-point foods in there. I think this is an old recipe. I know it's an old recipe. This is from when they, because on the recipe thing that I printed out, it has Smart Points, Points Plus, and Freestyle Points listed on it. But I know I've had that in my recipe folder for, 2 or 3 years. So I just happen to be looking at it. There's another recipe I found. I think I shared this with you one of my videos a couple weeks ago. It's in a Country Woman magazine. That is a pumpkin chili that maybe one day next week I'm going to make it. I have some canned pumpkin left over from last year's harvest that I want to use up. So I think I might do that, and I might make some pumpkin tarts, 0-point pumpkin tarts with that, because the new pumpkin harvest is coming in, and I know here in a couple weeks after I'm done with the apples, I'm going to be canning pumpkin again. So, but I love having the canned pumpkin on hand too, because first of all, when people are scurrying around at Thanksgiving time looking for canned pumpkin, I just walk into my pantry. And that makes it extra super nice. So, but anyway, this pumpkin chili recipe looked good to me, and it calls for pumpkin puree. And I want to can pumpkin, I can it in chunks, because you have to can it in chunks. And then I just puree it when I take it out of the can, or out of the jar. So, an immersion blender is on my wish list, because mine has disappeared. I have the actual part that with the motor in it, but I don't have the immersion part, and it's old anyway. So I know I thought I brought it over from my son's, and I'm sure I did. I just have no idea where it's at. I've gone through everything. I've gone through all my boxes. On one of my days off, I have to organize all my boxes, because right now they've sort of overtaken my closets. Empty boxes that I'm just going to break down so I can store them a little bit better, because right now I just threw them in, still put together. So, and I'm not planning on moving anytime soon. Anyway, well, it's time for me. I'm almost at Walmart, so I'm going to check the score quick before I go into work. So this is one of my most exciting games. I get nervous when I watch it because Texas is pretty good. I think Oklahoma's better, but Texas is pretty good. So anyway, I'm going to check the score. I'll be back with you later tonight to let you know how my day went. Have a good day, and go Sooners! My Saturday morning breakfast before I go to work, I have got 2 slices of the Nichols light wheat bread. It's a 35 calorie a slice bread, 2 points. I have 4 grams of butter for 1 point on there. So 1, 2, 3 in my toast. Half a grapefruit for 0 points. I have 1 egg and 2 egg whites for 0 points. And I have 2 points in my coffee, I hope. Right now I'm on my first cup of coffee. We will see if I get my second cup of coffee in. So I'm either having 4 or 5 points for breakfast. And I will show you what I'm taking for my dinner break in a minute. All right, what I'm taking to work today, I have 2 tablespoons of PB2 for 1 point. And here I've got some celery sticks, so that'll be one of my snacks. And then another snack in here I have 1 cheese stick and 7 almonds, so it has 2 points. So 1, 2, 3 points for my snack. For my dinner break, I've got a bowl of 0 point chicken tortilla soup that I just cooked in my crock pot all night. It smells so good. That's 0 points. And then I took a turkey sandwich, 2 points for the bread, 1 point for the turkey. I have a slice of Velveeta on there, and 1 tablespoon of Miracle Whip Light. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points for my sandwich. So I'm going to have a 5-point dinner. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I had 5 for my breakfast, so that's 14 points. And I'm having a 0-point lunch before I go with yogurt and fruit. Oh, I think I will have 2 points on that. 2 points with the granola. So, what did I say? 14, about 16 points today, I think. So now I may pick up a fruit at work, but this is going to be plenty today. All right, just wanted to do a quick little video to let you know that I stayed on plan, except for I did have a bag of the baked Lays out of the vending machine for 4 points with my dinner tonight, so that took my total up to 19 points today. I haven't synced my Fitbit yet, so I don't know how many steps I have in, but judging how the way my knees feel, I walked quite a bit. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up for now. I'm pretty tired, so I'm going to get to bed. I have to work again 1 to 10 tomorrow. I'll show you what I'm going to take. Tomorrow's probably pretty much going to be a repeat of today, though, because I have plenty of soup to take with me, which came in handy because it's cold today. So, all right, you guys have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.